Hello, friends. So it's been a pretty decent amount of time. I have wanted to do these, but just haven't really had the ability to. So now we're going to do a searching Shudder. Let's get this started. Now, I know that it's been like over a year since I've done one of these, so you would think that Shudder has changed a lot. Honestly, it really hasn't. In terms of like a lot of the same stuff that was there is still there. There's some new stuff, so hopefully we'll be able to focus just on those, but chances are I might just end up talking about something else. So I figure I can go over some stuff that I watched recently, because I already went through the newly added and there was pretty much nothing that I've seen in there yet. Like, I don't want to focus on the newly added if I don't know what is going on, because I already have some recommendations that I haven't seen, so I'm already gonna not know what's going on with those. So let's see. Also, this is a thing that I wish that Shudder would get their shit figured out with. Dear Shudder, please, when I finish a movie, please get rid of it from my continue watching. Like, I watched all of this, literally all of the credits, so that it would remove from my continue watching. Yet, nope, it's still right there. Same with Vicious Fun. I stopped it at the credits. So then it's like, what the hell? It's ridiculous. Also, for those of you wondering, all of these that are unwatched or like partway watched, it's all because I've already seen these movies, because it's usually just background noise. Except for 3 from Hell. That movie can go fuck itself. But otherwise, I definitely recommend you guys check out In Search of Darkness Part 2. And if you've not seen In Search of Darkness 1, it's a journey into iconic 80s horror. It is absolutely fantastic. It is quite the deep dive into everything you can think of in terms of 80s horror. And then In Search of Darkness Part 2. It essentially just is a deeper dive into these movies. Kind of gives the spotlight to certain films that the first one didn't give a spotlight to. So it's a hefty beast, because, you know, it's over 4 hours long, but if you're a horror fan, it's easy to just throw on and just enjoy. Now, Vicious Fun was, it was vicious fun. I really enjoyed the main element of it. It's about a 80s film critic unknowingly going to a serial killer support group, which then mayhem happens, and yeah, it's really enjoyable. I would say the main drawback is that this guy, Evan Marsh, is a really, really obnoxious person. There was a lot of stuff with his character that I did not enjoy, so it sucked that he was the lead. But overall, the movie is fun enough that I would definitely recommend checking it out. All right, we're gonna move to my list now. I preloaded this with some stuff to be able to discuss. So, Knife and Heart, it is supposed to be very, very good, and produces third-rate gay porn when one of her actors is brutally murdered and is caught up in a strange investigation that turns her life upside down. So it's supposed to be like a giallo. I've just put it off because I don't, it's a movie about gay porn, so like, I don't know. Is it gonna be a little too much? But we'll see. I've heard enough good things that I definitely plan on checking this one out. Terror Train is one movie that I feel like always comes and goes from streaming services, and it might be something that people overlook. I think for the most part, people are aware of how good it is. I didn't really grow up with Terror Train, but I definitely have a huge appreciation for this film. As a matter of fact, you've been paying attention to the Joe Blow Real Slasher series, which I do. We did Sleepaway Camp 2 and The Burning, and Terror Train is on the shortlist for upcoming videos. So definitely recommend checking this out, because it really just encapsulates what it is to be a good 80s slasher. Anything for Jackson. So this movie is very, very entertaining in a fucked up way, just because it's very different from most exorcism films. That unique twist really helps to elevate it. By the end, there are some moments that are a little, I don't know, hokey, but I would say the creature effects and just the overall creepy mood of it is worth it alone. And just really, really good performances. Now, the biggest recommendation that I have on this list would be Jay Baruchel's Random Acts of Violence. Those that don't know, Jay Baruchel is a comedic actor that was in a lot of the Judd Apatow stuff. That he is a big horror fan, and he's created this film that really just is absurdly violent, absurdly just brutal and hard-hitting, and it's a tough watch at points, but it's really, really, really good. It leans into so much more of the horror than you would think. You would think it would have a lot of more comedic moments, but this is very much a horror film, and it hits hard and cannot recommend it enough. And I guess I'll end this with the film that I am legitimately going to be watching next, Sun. This is by Ivan Kavanaugh. I will just read the description since I don't know that much about it, since I haven't seen it. So, having escaped from a cult as a child, a mother must face her past when its sinister members break into her home and attempt to steal her 8-year-old son, David. Now the two are on the run, pursued by a detective determined to save them both. Since his aborted kidnapping, something has changed in David, and the boy has succumbed to a mysterious illness. Following her maternal instincts to save him, his mother commits unspeakable acts to keep him alive, but is losing the battle. Soon she has to decide how far she is willing to go to save her son. A Shudder original. Everything about that description sounds good. It is a little wordy, but the main thing here, Andi Matichak, love her from the Halloween series. Emil Hirsch, love him from Into the Wild, Girl Next Door, a million things. I can't believe I said Girl Next Door. I like that movie. So yeah, this will definitely be the next film that I watch from Shudder. Let me know if you are the same. Let me know if there are other Shudder recommendations that you have. Let me know too if there's any upcoming Shudder releases that should be good, because I'm really looking forward to Jacob's Wife. That's really all. Hope that 2021 has been treating you a lot better than 2020. Yeah, that's really it. I will see you guys in the next video in like a month or two. See ya.